Welcome to Mr. Marr's Lockdown History. Today we're going to be looking at an event which spans Scottish and British history, which is that of Scotland and the British Empire. Throughout the 15 and 1600s, many European countries were seeking to build empires. This means they were looking to colonise and take over land in other parts of the world, especially in the so-called New World of the Americas. Scotland was no different. Although as an independent country at that time, it tried to set up its own colony in the area of Darien, which is in Panama. This, however, was a disaster, and it left the country largely bankrupt. As a result of this was one of the factors which led towards the 1707 Act of Union. In the Act of Union, this saw Scotland join together with England and also Wales to form Great Britain. England already had a much bigger and more successful empire, and by joining with England, this allowed Scotland to play a role in this empire. This is the creation of the British Empire rather than simply the English Empire. Scots were a key part of building this British Empire. They went to locations all around the world to live and work, and this included places such as Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India, and parts of the Americas until America gained its independence. Scots were a key part of this work. They worked in roles such as civil servants or as politicians in running many of these areas. Others built on the skills they had developed in Scotland, such as working as farmers and miners or in factories, and did this. As part of this, many Scots were also involved in the Atlantic slave trade, as this was a key part of empire as well, as it involved kidnapping Africans from locations which were under European control in Africa and taking them to colonies in the Americas. Being part of the empire affected life in Scotland in different ways. In an obvious sense, it led to large numbers of Scots emigrating and leaving their homelands. It also led to an influx of people from elsewhere, such as in Ireland, who came to Scotland to live. The empire affected Scotland's military as well. Many Scottish soldiers found themselves stationed around the world defending parts of the British Empire. And during World War I and World War II, many Scots found themselves serving alongside men from elsewhere in the empire, including places such as India. There's even some strange modern effects that the empire had on Scotland, with words such as budgie, pyjamas and bungalow being derived from countries in which the British Empire was significant. The British Empire ultimately came to an end after World War II, as countries around the world began to demand their independence, and it was eventually replaced by the modern Commonwealth.